Here we have been asked to sketch the graph of y equals absolute value, negative x plus 2, minus 3. Be careful of the inside because of the negative sign. I know that negative signs mean some sort of reflection, but when negative signs occur on the inside of a function where you have another value either added or subtracted, then you have to be careful or else your horizontal movement won't be proper. So if you have a negative and then another value on the inside with that negative, what you must do is rewrite your function. So this function is going to be rewritten as y equals absolute value, and then what you want to do is factor the negative out of the negative x and the plus 2. So if I factor a negative out on the inside, the x would become positive, and then the 2 would become negative, and then I'm still having that absolute value. I also still have the negative 3 on the outside. So make sure that when you have a negative, that the negative applies to the entire inside part. And so a lot of times you'll need to factor that negative out of the inside. Now once you've done that, we can identify what our basic shape is. Our basic shape here, because of the absolute value bars, would be y equals absolute value of x. I will make a little sketch of what that looks like over here. Sometimes I draw it on the graph that I want ultimately. Sometimes I do a little side sketch. This one I think it's easiest to do the sketch on the side. Here's the original y equals absolute value of x. And then we want to identify the things that have been done. Make sure to remember that a reflection must be done first. Now in this particular example, we have the negative occurring on the inside of the function. That means it's a reflection over the y-axis. Okay, and then we have two other things. We have the minus 3 on the outside, which would mean you would need to go down 3 units. And then we now have the minus 2 on the inside, which would mean you're going to go right 2 units. So let's go sketch our result of those translations. Okay, be careful to do your reflection first. This one's a reflection over the y-axis. This particular one, because it's a reflection over the y, it's not going to do a lot, because if you take the basic shape and you reflect it over the y, then this is what you have originally. And this is a problem where the y-axis splits the graph in half, and so if you're going to reflect it, this side is going to become that side, and that side becomes that one. And so you really can't notice a difference or a change when you do this particular reflection. So we're going to say we're done with that reflection. Now, going right 2 units, we would go 1, 2 right, and then down 3, 1, 2, 3 down. The vertex ends here, and then the basic shape would be something like this.